Hi, I have in front of me here a three-way LNB holder that's suitable for use with SAB, Triax, Inverto, Amico and Smart Electronic satellite dishes among a range of others. And basically the idea is that we have a large satellite dish, we can put on up to 3 LNBs onto it, and it allows us to pick up from 3 different satellites off a single satellite dish, feed it probably into a DISIC switch and then off to a single set-top box. And the reason we can get away with this is that the modular type design of it, how this is actually attached to the LNB arm, is standardized across a range of different manufacturers. Okay, so what I'm going to show you now is I'm going to show you the assembled product, how it fit in the dish, and then very quickly I'll go through the actual assembly of this. So what we'll do here, first of all, is I'm just going to hold up the actual finished assembled thing here. So we can see here's the attachment that will go onto the LNB arm. We have 3 LNB holders here and with 1 single LNB here as well, but obviously we have multiple ones, and the DISIC switch etc. would come after that in between the box. What I'm going to do our demonstration on here is just basically I have a 1 meter SAB mesh dish here, and it has the standardized arm on the end of it here. So what I could possibly do now is I'm just going to come along, I'm just going to insert it in here. I just push in the insert to either side, and then I just push it down and it just clicks into position like that. And now what we have is this really what we'd like to finish up with. We have a dish with the arm like that coming off it. Okay? So the assembly step process, there's 2 parts to it basically. The first thing is to put the holder on here. So the first thing you'll notice about this is it's curved, it's aluminium. There's a hole straight through here which we're going to use this bolt for in a minute. And also there's slots here which you can use for screwing in our screws. Okay? So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to come along and I am going to attach this in a manner which you can see over here where we'll have the actual curve aiming in towards the dish. Okay? So you can see by attaching it this way. So I'll just push this slot on here like this. We can slide it from the end or we can actually just push it on. So I'll just show you sliding it on from the end, possibly the first step. So this way here, and we can just slide it down, or I could have just forced it over the edge. But what we have now is we have the holes pretty well lined up, and that's it there. And what we can do then is I can come along, I can get the bolt here, I can push it straight through the hole, it'll pop out the far side, and we'll just get a screw here. I get my screwdriver and screw it through. And because of the hexagonal type shape on the back here, it'll lock into position quite well. And if we want to hold this in position where it won't move one or the other, we could use 2 extra screws just to lock it in, and it'll stop any rock that's in it. Okay? And the next thing here is we have to put on our LNB holders here. So once again, just think about it logically. What we want to do is have an LNB holder that's like this. So what we'll do is we'll come along, we'll put in the screw here. We obviously normally would have actually put in the LNB already, pointing forward here, and now we have to use 2 screws. 1 screw on top here, we'll just lock it in here like this, and another screw which would use at the front here, which will actually be to lock that particular position of the LNB holder along this bar into a fixed location. So just lock this in here now. And as you can imagine, it's just a matter of repeating the processes here. So as you're doing your adjustment and alignment, you'll move these up and down, and when you're happy with the overall thing, you can just bolt everything in. You have it locked in a solid assembly position. We have these in 2 or 3-way, and also there's a 4-way version of it. You can see yourself, the assembly is basically pretty simple, but these are a great product simply because they're such a good design, so modular, it allows them to work across such a range of different dishes. So that's it anyway, an overview of the 3-way LNB holder.